Now all the turquoise blue water eddies are in, and I'm just going to hide the display, that's the graphic, and to do that I strike my D key on my keyboard. Oh, wonderful, something's not working. Have I got anything? I'll tell it stop. Right. If I have something selected, then the short key won't work. That's it. Now, I'm showing a start and a trim, which I shouldn't be seeing, because I've pathed all of these now, and by pathing I mean I provided a travel line between all the different sectors. So somewhere here I have made a mishtuk. See, there's the little triangle. That tells me there's, right, it's this one. There we go. And I pop a node in, reshape. Where is my display? Because now I can't see. I got that way off target, didn't I? That's not where you're meant to end. You start up there. It's playing silly bees now. That's the start. Ah. Start, end. Thank you. That's that one. Now, this one. No, he's starting in the right place. So where are you? Display. Definitely a travel line. Here. Here. Reshape. And there. Okay. Now there shouldn't be any unwanted triangles. Everywhere you see a triangle is a trim. So we've got a start point there, and we have an end point here. And now we're going to have a change of color. So I tap D on my keyboard again to bring back the graphic. I'm going to start over here and choose, let's go for this bright green. I clicked on the bright green. My current colour now, in the little colour thumbnail at the bottom left, is colour 21, which is that pale green. So tell it, digitize blocks, fill. I have a very bad habit of forgetting to hit fill. And I feel like hitting fill sometimes. Okay, I lay my first two nodes. Now, in the video you will see red concentric circles for a left mouse click, and blue concentric circles for a right mouse click. And I've changed to my line and I travel up to there. And I go and pick up digitize blocks, fill. Digitize open shape. Now occasionally you will see a white and a red cross. It depends how magnified you are. The red cross marks the end of a tie stitch. The white cross marks the end of the last stitch before the tie stitch, and it's the white cross that you pick up and digitize from. Now I'm pretending that this fin doesn't exist. We know it does, but and let's just look at that in true view. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Turquoise and light green. Reminds me of my old marine fish tank. Okay, I'm going to go travel up the tail, outside this one, pick up digitize blocks, fill, contour fill still selected, and go and pick up that digitize open shape again. Now all these travel lines will be covered by fill stitches. So she crossing her fingers. Digitize blocks, fill. digitize open shape, and again I'm going to ignore the fact that there's a fin in my way. Enter that, digitize blocks, fill. Pick up the open line shape, and then follow a row of scales over to where I want to be, which is just there. Digitize blocks and wake fill up. Little open line shape. Digitize blocks, fill. Right, now I've got to get down to here, so I go and pick up my digitize open shape again. I know a lot of digitizers don't like doing the travels. They're afraid they're going to show. Well, if you know you're going to have an area where you're going to have a solid fill, they're not going to show. Digitize blocks, fill. And a lot of people say to me, but my machine has got scissors, why do I need to travel? Well, your machine is more efficient if it can keep stitching from area to area rather than having to stop, do a tie stitch and then move on. It can take 15 seconds. Which may not sound a lot, but it'll stitch a darn sight faster than it will trim, you know, slow down to do the locking stitches, then do the trim, swipe the tail to the back of the embroidery, moves pantograph arm to where it wants to go, then do a tie-in. You know, that all takes time. And guess who forgot to hit fill? Now, it's a waste of time toggling between line and fill if you're using digitized blocks and contour. Doesn't work, so I have to undo that one. Digitized blocks are still selected. My own fault, I forgot to select fill. And digitize open shape. Down to here. Digitize blocks. Fill. Thank you. Now with contour you don't have to bother too much about your connecting angles between the two sides. If you were doing satin stitching, yes you would. Okay, now let's look at that in true view. And those are our water eddies. And you can see my travel lines. And up through the scales here, across the scales there, down this edge here, along this edge here, and down this edge. And all those will be covered. Okay, now in the next video, before I actually do the fins, I want to make a motif. Now if you're a hatch user, if you're a version 5 user, if you want to make a motif, you will find your create motif inside of advanced digitizing. In Hatch, we find our create motif inside a context toolbar. So in the next video we'll make the motif for the scales and we'll fill in this fin, and then I'll see how much time we've got. So I'll see you all in the next video.